told.
I'm told.
That's something about the morality of our show is whatever YouTube currently believes, I'm all about. China, 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up to Zing Zhang or whatever the fuck he's doing over there. You know, and I don't know what's going on with the NBA, but I'm team China. YouTube.
I heard you guys talking about that, and I have the same thing. I have paranoid fits. I'll randomly become convinced that YouTube is moving against my channel and any kind of politically off-color humor, and it scares me. And I guess you got to remember that YouTube is the best platform of all the platforms as far as free speech goes. I've had my Facebook page deleted. I've had my Instagram deleted. But YouTube, I've only had 1 strike. I appealed it, and they said sorry, and put the video back up. And I do some fucked up shit.
Dude, so your channel's been...
It's not fucked up. It's hilarious.
Been doing especially well since springtime, right? Like you're super hot. So how do you like it? How do you like being a YouTube star?
Okay, this is going to be kind of gay, but this book, I was thinking about this the other day. This book, fucking Infinite Jest, like sums it up the best. There's a quote in there where some tennis kid, he wants to be famous and well-known and successful. And then David Foster Wallace, like he's the mouthpiece of this male adult counselor, telling that kid that the people who are successful, they have just as strong of a desire to not fade into obscurity as the young up-and-comer has to become famous. So now that I'm not famous or like successful or anything, but now that the channel's doing well, my desire to not fuck up and fade back into obscurity is just as stressful as my original desire to make it. So I don't feel any different. I just feel like even more stressed out, if anything.
Yeah, I fear that sort of those stressors might push you to go to a place that maybe you shouldn't. You know, like dressing up as the Prophet Muhammad.
Don't discourage him.
I've had that one planned for years.
That is about as I can't think of anything more edgy than that, or more apt to trigger actual violence than that.
Dress up as a woman and go use the women's restroom.
At least nothing that I can think of things, but they're all literal crimes. You know.
and we already did a transgender in San Francisco video. We dressed as chicks and just went around and fucked with people. In the
Something
city,
Nambla inspired would be more offensive, I think.
See, YouTube does not like child molestation. I'm with you guys. I don't understand it, but they have a hard line on that.
With you guys, 2 thumbs up.
But no, they have no sense of humor. I don't even think you get strikes. If you fuck up with some kind of like child molestation thing that looks fishy, they'll just shut you the fuck down. So I'm not going to touch that one.
I mean, those Elsa and Spider-Man thing went on forever.
Yeah.
It was just like, Elsa pegs Spider-Man, and it's like 2 mascotted people smiling. It's like, what the fuck?
We had Milo on the show. Do you remember Milo Yiannopoulos, who's political?
Yeah, I saw that you guys were talking about him earlier on the show here.
Oh, I brought it up as a topic, but we didn't actually talk about him. Like sometimes I put stuff here and it may go somewhere it might not. And anyway, so he was on our show saying the things that he got in trouble for, but he didn't get in trouble from our show. And it was basically like, look, when I'm making it up, 14, I was fucking a priest. I was the predator in this situation. It was a really great thing because, you know, like in I guess in the gay world, so what happens oftentimes is young men get escorted into sexuality by older men. And it came across as pretty pro pedo and he got canceled over it.
I've said before, I think it came across as a guy who was clearly molested as a kid and is doing the thing that molestation victims do, which is try to retroactively change it so that they were the one responsible to try and regain a bit of control, where it's like, oh no, darling, I actually loved it. Pastor Michael taught me how to give great head.
And
it's like,
I'm of the opinion that some kids like fucking.
Yeah.
And these are, and Kyle 2020.
I just feel like we're completely closing the door to the possibility that some young boys enjoy the company of some older men.
Oh.
And who are we to make assumptions if they do or do not?
Look, I wouldn't put myself in the place of a woman and say, oh yeah, women love this or women love. It's up for a woman to express those feelings. I'm just saying I don't want to close the door and say that there aren't any young boys.
It's like you walk into a bar, you see a cute chick standing there. Do you assume she's single or has a boyfriend? You assume she's single and you make a move. Same with pedophilia.
One way or the other, it's going in her drink.
These are cogent points, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you fucking want, right? Yeah, good Lord. You gotta come on the show more often.
Yeah, have you guys? I was gonna ask, have you guys explored these waters before?
Oh yeah,
that's 10-pole topics here on Painkiller already.
We're soaked in the fluids of pedophilia. We're just
good.
Neck deep.
Hey, I would love to come back on. I got to get a better mic though. I'm sorry for this abomination. I don't know what happened. I thought Dr. Chiz or your where is he? See, I can hear myself good when I talk into this now. But I thought he was gonna like hold my hand and take me through this, and then I just got tossed into the fire. And I felt humiliated. Yeah, I apologize, guys. Next time.
No worries. It was usually, you know, I know you had a prior thing going on, but if you usually we all have like a pre-show kind of thing where we all we're like, hey, does your audio sound good? Does mine sound right? Yeah. And we all kind of tune each other in.
My prior thing was editing the video of me beating Jesus. Sorry.
I figured it was.
The pre-show is also where we get all of the YouTube not allowed slurs out of the way.
Yes.
We just build up, release, and then we're ready for a nice clean show.
The true reason Arian Foster won't come back on the show was the pre-show conversation.
Pre-show one. Yeah,
that's
it's a goddamn shame.
Yeah, I think he's being unfair. And my live stream, who's surely unbiased, agreed with me.
Well, if your very own live stream agreed with you, then take that monkey right off the back. And just
What is your friend, Kyle? Shut up. Okay.